Hi everyone, in this video I would like to explain system realization. To better understand system realization, you must know jet transform. If you are not very well in jet transform, please visit my previous video in which I explained total concepts of jet transform. The main objective of studying digital signal processing is to design digital filter, IR filter design, FIR filter design. So to design such a filters, you must know about system realization. To understand system realization, you should know jet transform. So everything is interlinking. So this is the overall concepts of digital signal processing. So let's start system realization. First, system, continuous time system, discrete time systems. So by studying digital signal processing, we are gradually ignoring continuous time systems. We are mostly familiar with digital signal processing only and discrete time systems. So again, there are two types: finite impulse response, infinite impulse response. So what is system realization? That means obtaining network corresponding to the differential equation or difference equation or transfer function of the system. Here you must know about difference between differential equation and difference equation. Differential equation is nothing but dy of t by dt, dx of dt, so on. And difference equation is nothing but y of n minus 1, y of n minus 2, y of n minus 3, and so on. So this is the difference between differential equation and difference equation. And what about transfer function? Transfer function is nothing but any frequency domain of output by input. This is called a transfer function. So like if you consider z domain, y of z by x of z, this is called a transfer. By studying system realization, we get to know that how can you design network from given differential equation or difference equation or transfer function. So there are four types of system realization. Let's start with the first realization called direct form one. Direct form one realization is nothing but the direct implementation of the differential equation or transfer function describing the system. The simplest, most straightforward realization structure. This structure uses separate integrator for input and output variables. Hence, this realization needs more number of integrators are required. So what is integrator? You can find it right side. Integrator is nothing but Z inverse. You can understand this type by observing a given problem. See, y of n minus 3 by 4, y of n minus 1 plus 1 by 8, y of n minus 2 is equal to x of n plus 1 by 3, x of n minus 1. This is one of time domain sequence which is called a difference equation. Now, so first step is it is in time domain, so that we have to convert it into frequency domain called by using Z transform, because filters are in form only Z. Apply Z transform to obtain h of z. So y of z, see, right side you observe shifting property. Z of x of n minus 1 is nothing but z inverse x of z. Z of x of n minus m is called z power of minus m x of z. This is called shifting property, is very important in digital filter design. If you observe that sequence, y of n becomes like a y of z. 3 by 4 into y of n minus 1 is nothing but z power minus 1 y of z. Here 1 by 8 nothing into z power minus 2 y of z. Y of z minus 3 by 4 z inverse y of z plus 1 by 8 z power minus 2 y of z is equal to x of z plus 1 by 3 z inverse x of z. Next step, take a common y of z, here also x of z. Finally, I make them as like a transfer function y of z by x of z. So finally we got this answer. This is numerator, this is a denominator. Observe the coefficients of z, a0, a1 for numerator, b0, b1, b2 are the denominator. So as I explained before, we have to separate inputs and outputs. So numerator comes left side, denominator comes right side. Step 2, let's see how can we derive a network from a respective transfer function. See this. So called y of z by x of z, 1 plus 1 by 3 z power minus 1 and 1 minus 3 by 4 z power minus 1 plus 1 by 8 z power minus 2. This is a numerator, this is denominator. By observing this, we simply draw a line. First step, we have to draw a line, okay, and put x of n and right side y of n, because I want to separate integrators for input and output. So first of all, left side input section x of n and right side y of n. So observe how many coefficients are available in numerator section. There are two coefficients, so that we draw two lines. This is one of line, this is one of line, and this is another line. And what about right side? There are three coefficients, so that including this line also, 1, 2 and 3. Three lines for three coefficients. See, this is right side. Okay, you you just separate this line. Okay, but don't need to write line, but you observe that. So what is next step? This is for numerator. This section is numerator. This section is numerator. This section for denominator. Okay. After that, in numerator, there is only one filter. See this. This is only one filter, right? So this is one of filter. Let's draw a one box here. Okay. And denominator section, there are two filters. So this is one of filter and this is second filter. But you must remember that first thing is z power minus 1. Here z power minus 2, but we are not writing z power minus 2. Okay, it's enough z power minus 1 only. If there is a b3, again b3, again you have to write z power minus 1. One more filter we have taken. Okay, why he, up to here this is like y of n minus 1, up to here y of n minus 2. That is the reason why we are taking z inverse only. So next step, see, this is next step. This is for numerator section, this is a numerator section, this is denominator section. Okay, this is the way to find out network. See, simply observe this. You just draw a line and complete the loop with this, like this. But here you are using one of adder. Here also complete the loop like this. But you must use one of adder here. Here also use one of adder and complete the loop. So this is the way to design network from differential equation or differential equation. See, so complete equation. See this. This is the direct, by using direct form one realization, 1 plus 1 by 3 z inverse. So for numerator a naught. See here, put a arrow mark for one value, a naught value, and 1 by 3 is another coefficient value. This is 1 by 3. See, this here denominator, there are three coefficients, right? This is a b naught, b naught, this is a b1 and b2. But there is a rule in direct form one realization is, for denominator section you must change the signs. So must change the signs except first one. So next one, see, minus 3 by 4, right? Here plus 3 by 4, because we are changing this arrow mark like this. And plus 1 by 8, here put minus 1 by 8, put a arrow mark in reverse side, because denominator is reverse side, numerator is forward side. So this is the direct form realization 1. See, one of example, if it is like h of z is equal to a naught plus a1 z inverse a plus a2 z power minus 2 plus so on, and denominator b naught plus b1 z power minus 1 plus b2 z power minus 2, like this. This is for, lastly we ignore this line also. We simply ignore this line, like We have to separate for input and output integrators. From this equation, how can you design a network from by using direct form one realization? See how many coefficients is there, 1 2 3, so that 1 2 3 and so on. There are plenty of lines we can draw up to infinity, up to an per z power 1. What are the coefficients available? Filters are available: z power minus 1, z power minus 2. See z power minus 1, z power minus 1, z power minus 1. We are not using z power minus 2 minus 3 like that. Only we are using power z inverse only. Okay, because see, you can understand why we are using z inverse only. See this is for up to here y of n minus 1, and up to here again combine, by combining these two become like a y of n minus 2. That is the reason we are using z power minus 1. Okay, so denominator coefficients must be changed, signs must be changed. So this is from direct form 1. This notes available in Google Classroom, please find out. Now we go for direct form 2 realization. Direct form 2 realization has advantage that uses minimum number of integrators instead of using a separate integrators for integrating the input and output variables separately. Let's consider one of the problem which is in time domain. So we are same, it is also same like direct form 1, but lastly we are changed, slightly changes. See, first given problem, first step is have to apply z transform. So y of z 2b cos omega z power minus 1 y of z. These are the like coefficients, constants. B square y of n minus means b square z inverse z power minus 2 y of z plus x of z minus b cos omega naught z power minus 1 x of z. So finally we separate the y of z and x of z, and finally we got x of z also. So there are coefficients constant a naught a1 and b naught b1 b2, and same. First of all, draw the direct form 1. To draw the direct form 2, you must know about direct form 1 also. So first of all, you do that direct form 1. So for numerator polynomial or for zeros, we are doing like this. And for denominator polynomials or for poles, we are using this. See, for zeros we are using like this, and for poles we are using like this. There are three. There are three coefficients, so the three lines like this. First of all, draw a first single line, and there are three lines. Here only two lines, and one filter only. There are two filters, and combine them as like a loop. This is for direct form 1. Okay, separate the input and output integrators. After that, here very important, what is the intent of direct form 2 realization is to minimize the integrators. Why we are using plenty of integrators? Integrators are nothing but a filters, delayed versions of filters. Instead of we are we are trying to minimize the number of integrators. For that purpose, we go for direct form 2. So first we have to design direct form 1. After that, the step is see this. So for direct form 2, you have to do like this. So the right part of this is move left side, okay, and left side part is move towards right side. This is the direct form 2. What is the use of shifting these two places? Means, see this example. So what happen if you are move this part in left side, and if you move this part in right side, so what happens? See, let's see, this z inverse and this z inverse are in same place, right? Why shouldn't combine them? So see this. So that's the reason, instead of using two integrators, we are combining them as a one integrator. See how it is. How it is. Instead of using two z inverses, we are using only one integrator. So that the reason we are separating. This is called direct form 2. I don't know why it came into my mind while I was studying this concept. Same thing is happened in Mahabharatam, which is called a war between Bhimasena and Jarasandhu by the guidance of Sri Krishna. The same thing has happened. It's a very funny thing to us. Bhimasena, he is not able to kill him because of his power. Uh, Even though he separated human body in equal two parts, Jarasandhu won't die. Jarasandhu will not die at any moment by the Bhimasena, even though he separated the body in two equal parts. By But at last, by guidance of Sri Krishna, he gave an idea that you just separate the two parts, but put left side body towards right side and right side body put left side, so that he will going to die. So same thing is happened in our direct form 2 structure also. If you are observed clearly, this is direct form 1. This is a direct form 1 structure. This is a right side denominator section put left side and left side sequence put right side, so that what happened, we can easily combine these two filters as a one filter, so that this is become like a direct form 2 structure. So this is, and now this is time to explain cascade form realization and parallel form. And last two parts are very easy. This is based on direct form 1 and direct form 2. In cascade form realization, the given transfer function is expressed as a product of several transfer function, and each these transfer function is realized in direct form 2, and then all those realized structures are cascaded. So that means connected in series. Cascade means connected it in series manner. But if you find out cascade and parallel realization, you must do direct form 2 realization. See this, h of z is equal to 1 minus z inverse and 1 minus 0.2 z inverse minus 0.15 z power minus 2. This is h of z. Okay. So for this expression, you have to do cascade section. Cascade means series manner. You have to design in series manner h1 of z and h2 of z. How can it is formed? Let's see. So this is h of z becomes like a h of 1 of z into h2 of z subsystems. You have to design a subsystems. So how can you design? See, 1 minus 0.5 z inverse and 1 plus z 0.3 z inverse, so that you can easily separate or multiplying two types of subsystems. So these are the two subsystems. So now go for step 2, realization of direct systems using direct form 2. Direct form 2 realization system by using direct form 2 system. Of course, if you want to do direct form 2, you have to design direct form 1 also. Already I have explained that. So direct form 2 structure we are getting for h of 1 of z, and this is h2 of z. After that, cascade form, what is cascade form? You just series it, you just joined it like this. See, h1 of z is joined with h2 of z. What it is meaning? Output of h1 of z or first subsystem is become like a input for next system. So that like this you join like this. This is called a cascade form. It's very simple. So once again I want to tell you that for cascade form, simply series manner. h1 of z is joined with h2 of z. But to do cascade form, you must do h1 of z, h2 direct form 2. For designing a direct form 2, you must design direct form 1. So everything is interlinked. Now parallel realization. Parallel realization is nothing but the given transfer function is expressed into parallel function, and each factor is designed a direct form 2, and all those realized structures are connected in parallel. That means the output is applied to each one of those structure, and all the outputs are added together, obtaining parallel realization for given function. So that you have to same like cascade, h of z is 1 minus separate the characterized two poles. After that uh, Parallel realization must be you are added. Cascaded, you have to multiply them. So for that you have to use a partial fraction because it is adding. So that we are using uh, partial fraction. After that partial fraction, you have h of z is equal to h1 of z plus h2 of z. In cascade method, h of z is nothing but h of 1z into h2 of z. In parallel realization, h of z is equal to h1 of z plus h2 of z. So that how can you design h1 of z is joined with a adder with h2 of z. So that it becomes like this. This is h1 of z, this is h2 of z, and both are combined with the adder. This is called a parallel form realization. Direct form 1, direct form 2, cascade form realization, parallel form realization. If you have any doubts, please mention in comment box. In this scenario, jet transform is finished, system realization also finished. So now we go wait for digital filter design. The digital filter design can be explained in next video. Thank you.